And let's roll those shoulders back. Oh, that feels good. Okay, keep them back there. Put your hands on your back here, okay? Hands back here and pull those elbows back, okay? You're pulling those elbows back, just like that, and you're just holding it. We're just trying to direct the blood in between those shoulder blades and release, okay? Now swing them forward. You just might find that you're going to get more of a stretch when you isolate that muscle a little bit. Feel burn. It's not really a burn, but just feel that you notice, it's noticeable that you're contracting it, and then you release it, and then you really know what you're trying to stretch, okay? Swing side to side, should feel good. Just let those arms go. There is no effort in this. Okay, now we're going to go front. My feet are wider than hip width. I'm going to stay here, solid, abs are tight, my palms are up, and I'm going to swing back, okay? I will be rotating those hands, but right now it's just palms up. I am leaning forward. Okay. Now I'm going to palms down and palms up. If my palms are up, I can get up higher over my head. Are you kidding me? My internet is unstable, and so hopefully I won't get dropped. I thought I had it fixed. All right, let's go side to side again. Lean forward, side to side. Let's get our legs into it now.
Hey, I lit one of the candles. Did you put those in here? Mm-hmm. I decided we needed some there.
There we go. Okay, now let's get our knees into it, our hips. Bring your knees up. Okay, let's give ourselves a kick. What I feel when I do that are my quads, because I pushed us a lot on Tuesday. And now let's stop that movement and just focus on that one side rotating. Okay, let's go the other one, other leg. Warming up those hips. Okay, that one was back. Now we're going to go forward. So bring your knee forward and around, okay? You can let that foot touch at the bottom. It's not about balance here. It's just about range of motion. One more. If there's any clicking, then just lower your hip a little bit lower, but otherwise get that range of motion. Okay, now something, I'm going to hold on to garage door. I'm going to swing my foot. Okay, it's more about swinging forward than back, okay? One more swing. Okay, you don't have to turn around or anything, just hold on to something and swing. I'm not rotating, I'm just letting this leg swing just like we would with our arms. Okay? Let's put our hands on our legs, slide down to your knees. We're gonna round up and sink. And that, what I'm talking about is our back. So I'm sinking, round up, angry cat, and then that sinking, okay? Open up and sink. Okay. Now, I'm gonna drop the shoulder. With our hands on our knees, this supports our low back. You can also hold on to a chair if you like. Okay. Okay, now let's do a few round the world, okay? I'm gonna keep this up here. So my hands are up here. Rotate those wrists up here, okay? Rotate them so they're gonna look like this, okay? Rotate. Okay, now my feet are very wide apart, as you can see, or as you really can't see my feet, but you can see that my legs are further than hip width. I'm gonna take my hands, come over, and I am lining up to that outside leg, and I'm gonna slide my fingers over. That's, I call around the world. It's really not around the world, but we're making a big circular motion. Okay, I'm gonna go the other way. I always do 3. After 3, I think I get a little dizzy. 1, 2. You should recognize opening up those ribs and feeling those hamstrings. That's what we're trying to get out of this. Bring your hands down. Okay, so now we're gonna only do that circular motion with our upper body. And so we're gonna come around here, break at the hip, and we're gonna go around 2, 3. Okay, let's go the other way. Open. Those ribs up, shoulders. And there we go. Okay, put those feet together, scissor your arms, soft bend in the knee. On Tuesday, we did those isometrics with those jumps. That did me in. Sean, I don't know if you were here, but we did some crazy jumps on Tuesday. I want to do that one again, huh? Okay, shake those arms out. Now, let's bring that knee up and rotate that ankle. We're prepping ourselves to go down to do some inchworms, okay? Now, flex that foot, so you're flexing it and pointing it. Hold on to something if you need to. It's not about the balance so much. Okay, I'm just, see where my finger's pointing? Yep, point and flex. Okay, other side. Grab it and circle that ankle first. Point, point, and flex. So good. We will be stretching that calf, okay? Now, I'm going. In the meantime, I want you to grab your towel. Grab the towel and get close to a wall or your chair. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to step that foot back and get that heel down. Don't have that heel up, go down. And that toe should not be turned out, but the toe should be lined up with the chair or with the wall, okay? And now we back off that stretch and we're gonna bend both knees. See, I'm bending both knees. My heel is still down. Drive that heel down. Push your hands in towards the wall or in towards like a table that you're next to or the chair, but the chair has to be up against something. You're gonna slide. Okay, back off that stretch. Bend that knee. Oh boy, that feels good for me. Okay. Now, put both feet back there and keep those heels down and press your hips towards that chair, towards that counter, keeping the heels down. Now come back, get stretching those arms and hamstrings. Press those hips forward. Our feet are together, guys. Don't have them apart yet. Push those hips back. Oh, I could stay here all day. One more time. Heels down. Now back off that and bend your knees. Deep stretch. And push those hips back and get another stretch in those hamstrings. Okay, now we're still not yet to do those inchworms. I got the towel so that you can put it behind you. Okay, and what I want you to do, I'll pop the screen up a little bit higher. Okay. I'm holding on so my knuckles are towards the screen. Okay. And I'm going to lift as I bend forward. Okay. And I'm going to come up. Okay. Now let's try it the other way. So switch those hands, straighten out those arms, and bend forward. And back up. Okay, you don't need to bend that far forward. It's just another way to get leverage to pull those hands away from you, okay? So we're gonna go 10 times, you're gonna hold on, and you're gonna choose the grip. So you can choose the grip that is palms towards the screen or knuckles towards the screen, okay? So what we're doing is we're pinning those shoulders down and back, and we're going back. 1, 2, 3, look straight ahead into the screen, tuck that chin in, 7, 8, 9, and there's our 10. Okay, now it's going over the head, so let me pop this up so you can see all my boxes up onto the top of my shelves. Okay, now your hands, what I'm thinking for you all is that if you're having a hard time getting those arms straight, hold on to the towel and pull on it, okay? I'm gonna go wider than shoulders, and I'm gonna bring it up over the head, okay? I'm gonna go side, other side, and back down, okay? Let's go for it. Here we go. Up, open, open, and what am I opening? I'm opening up that shoulder, and I'm opening up my ribs. I'm coming down to my waist just to take a little bit of break off those shoulders. I'm gonna go a little bit closer, challenge the shoulders, back to the center, and back down. Okay, back up, open, open. My feet are together, open, and open. Now, we're gonna hold them up there, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to get those elbows, or those, elbows past my ears, get a nice stretch. I'm gonna look straight ahead, I'm not gonna look up, I do not wanna hyperextend my neck. And now I'm gonna go wider with the towel. You see I'm going wide, and I'm gonna bring it down behind me, okay? It's a nice stretch for me in the chest. Okay, the towel goes down next to your mat, because that's what's next, is those stretches on the floor, okay? So get ready, stand. Yep, okay. And when I have it up high on my dog kennel, if you guys can see, that's what you're sitting on right there with little wheels. Michael put that on there for me. It's pretty slick because I can just slide around. And here we go. All right, guys, we're gonna do some inchworms. So I'm at the edge of the mat. I'm gonna put my feet the width of the mat, and I'm gonna put my hands down towards my feet. Try to keep those legs straight, and I'm walking out. I'm gonna walk out into my straight arm plank. Okay? Now I'm gonna step forward and get a stretch in the hip flexor. Back and then do the other side. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. Now I'm gonna walk my hands back. Now if you didn't like that so much, you can just go over to your chair and do this, okay? And this, and do that stretch like that, okay? But otherwise, get back down to the floor. We're gonna do it one more time. Okay. Now, into that straight arm plank. These are now easy for you, hopefully. You're sucking in that tummy muscle. Step forward. Now you're gonna go down to your hands and knees. And you're gonna sway. Nice stretch in the back. It's a gentle stretch for the back. shoulders width apart. Drop your head down towards the floor. Okay, you're going to come up. You're going to go into a little bit of thoracic rotation, not a little, a lot, okay? So I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to open up, and I'm going to alternate on this one, okay? The reason I alternate on this one, I'm going to go one more, just because I didn't count. Angry cat, round up that back, sink in that belly towards the mat, round up again and into the child's pose. Okay, we're back to our hands and knees. Now we're going to do a little bit of core, starting with strengthening that low back. I'm going to straighten out that leg. This is my left leg, and I'm going to reach with my opposite hand. Okay, I will guarantee you will tip over if you do the same side. And you figure that out quite quickly. But just hold that one side. Body move, it's balancing, and all of those core muscles are activated right now. They're trying to keep you as still as possible. The only thing that knocked us over is that wind we had yesterday and the day before. Let's switch sides now. I hope you didn't switch yet, but now you can. Okay, key in on your stomach. Hold it in. Keep that hip parallel. Both hips are parallel to the floor. Your thumb is either up or your palm is down. Okay, you're holding the leg up with your glute. And you're stabilizing your body, keeping it as quiet as possible, holding in those tummy muscles. All right, sit back, child's pose again. Often we learn the Superman by doing this, where once we get there, then we switch. And it's all good, but we're not balancing at all. We're not getting any benefits of balance because we're not allowing the body to catching ourselves too quickly. So that's why I had you do that one side. So we're going to do it again. Straighten out that left leg, reach with your right hand, reach, stretch out that arm. Your eyes are down towards the floor. Don't look at your hand so much, okay? This is the side that moves the most for me. And what it means is my left side back is a little more vulnerable than my right. My right's a little stronger. Here we go, switch sides. Stretch that arm as long as possible. Relax your foot. You don't have to worry about flexing it or pointing it. Hold the tummy in. And take a rest. All right, let's roll over onto our back. No planks today. Okay, your favorite, then you go ahead and do planks while we do our crunches. All right, have towel near you because we're going to be doing our stretching for the hamstring soon. All right, let's roll our knees into our chest. All right, we're going to do some bicycles, and the bicycles are a little bit different, and I interchanged this word bicycles and clutches, and the clutch meaning back in the old days we used to drive the manuals, and we push the clutch in, and that's what this is, okay? So start with that, leave your arms alone. Okay, if it's too easy, the angle that I'm demonstrating, then go lower. But you got to keep the small of your back down. Okay, now point those toes and make big circles with your legs. These are the bicycles. Okay, on the bicycle, I know that you're probably your back's getting a little tired and wanting to pop up because it's not probably as sealed. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift our head up, lift our shoulders up. So our back stays on the mat. Okay, keep circular motions with those feet, those legs. It's a bike that's too big for you. The seat's too high, so you're really making an effort of pedaling point to point. The knees come out a little bit, that's fine. Hold the shoulders up. Nope, Lynn, I am not counting. I'm just going with it. This is all based on how tired my tummy is. Now take a rest. That felt good. Okay, is that towel near? You're gonna hold the towel, bunch it up. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull on it so it doesn't go relaxed. It's gotta be tight. Okay? That's why I brought this towel out with the stripes. You'll see when I'm slacking. Okay? So I'm gonna pull, and now those feet are together. I'm going back to those clutches, and I'm pulling. And now big circles, bicycle those legs. Take a deep breath through the mouth and exhale out of the mouth, and you should really feel those abdominals. And take a rest, okay? This just changes the angle, and it brings up more of an effect up here because we're not bringing those shoulders up. Okay, let's put the towel down, put it on this side. Now let's cradle our head, we're gonna lift up, and we're gonna do bicycle, elbow to knee. You need it modified. By now, none of you guys do, I'm sure. You've been sticking with me for this eternity of quarantine. Walk down. Okay, bicycle those legs. I'm making it a little harder on me. Let's count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there's our one. Okay. Arms over the head, long stretch. Relax those tummy muscles. Okay, while we're in this position, you can bring your arms out to your side now. You're going to contract that thigh, okay, because that's what's going to lift you up, that first 6 inches, okay? Then, everything after that, it's your abdominals, okay? Stay on the same side and feel the top of your leg stay contracted. If you need your head to be supported, then use the opposite hand so that arm can still go up to touch the toe. Your back is not flat, Miss Lynn Ellington, and that's okay. We don't leg lift, okay? Let's try the other side. Okay, contract the quad. That's the first thing. Flex the foot, drive the back of that knee into the floor so you're activating that thigh. And now lift up. Literally touch your toe if you can. Keeping that leg straight. If you can't keep the leg straight, then you're not using those quads. And if you can't lift your leg up that high, then don't. You just pretend you're touching somebody else's toe. Again, your back is not going to stay flat on this one, and that's okay. Unless you have back pain, then bend your knee. And the knee that you bend would be this one here, okay? And that'll keep your back flat. And take a rest. Long stretch. Okay, let's go back to stretching. And the first thing that you're going to stretch is that right leg. So bring it up, bring it in your chest. Okay, straighten it out. What I want you to do is gas pedal it, okay? Point and flex. I have a bend in my knee. I'm not keeping it straight. Okay, give it a hug again, that same knee. Okay, and switch. Pull that left leg into the chest. Okay, straighten it out to about there and point and flex that foot. And grab it again, knee into the chest. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stretch out the groin and those adductors before we stretch the hamstrings out in that piriformis. So reach in, grab those ankles and pull. Now put them down on the floor and open up those legs. And while you're doing that, what I want you to do is take your hands in you see the 90-degree angle I have in my arms, and then drop them down and tuck your chin in. Open up that neck and then slide that chin down towards the chest. Your back is not flat on the floor. Your ribs are open. You're stretching a lot of things here. You're stretching in the thigh, your groin, and your chest muscles right here and the shoulders all the way across, along with your neck. Tuck that chin in and then bring it up as high as you can. You're sliding your head on that mat, causing your hair to get all messed up. It's fine. Okay, there we go. Now, grab your towel or a yoga strap, and we're going to stretch our legs, our hamstrings. So, that on the ball of your foot, we're going to stretch the calf muscle with this one. Okay, and we're going to pull down. With the band, I don't get the stretch like I do with this stiff towel. And so I really feel my calf muscle on this one, more so than my hamstring. And that's the goal for all of you, is to get a really deep calf stretch. Okay, now let's reposition that towel and go more towards the heel or the arch. I recommend the arch so it doesn't slip. At this point, I want that other leg to go straight. And now the calf is really kind of out of it. I'm not getting that stretch. I'm getting the back of the knee and my hamstring. That's the goal. Okay, slide your hands down. There's no reason for us to stress out our shoulders by holding onto this towel. So just hold on to the end like they're reins. Okay, back off that stretch. You're going to go to the cross the middle and up to the opposite foot or opposite shoulder. And that directs it to the outside part of that hamstring. Now, if you want, you can pull so your foot rotates to the inside. And now, not only are you getting that outside stretch of the hamstring, but it's going all the way down that calf again. You don't feel it, pull, pull. Ouch. Okay, now back to the center, okay? Hold on to both with that opposite hand and bring it all the way over, about 18 inches high off the ground, and now pull. I am pulling, so trying to get that foot towards my opposite shoulder. So left foot to right shoulder. If that's too much of like a catch in that hip, then don't bring it up so high. You bring it lower, because I promise you, you're still going to get a stretch in this position here. Okay, all right, bend that knee, bring it back. Now you're going to do the figure four stretch on the same leg, okay? This is different than what we've normally done. Wait. Yep. So that left leg is on top of the right, and pull that right knee up. And we are stretching high up into that hamstring and into that piriformis muscle, which is the one you sit on. It's the first one to get sore if you've done lunges. Okay, bring it back and now push that knee away. Okay, all right, let's go to the other side. Remember, start with the ball of your foot. Ball of your foot, drive that toe down towards your belly, towards your shoulder. Breathe through the nose by now. There's, our heart rates are down. We're just chilling, relaxing as much as we can in our upper body as we focus on that hamstring and that calf muscle. Taking deep breaths through the nose. Fill up the belly. Fill up the chest full of air. Exhale out the back of your throat. You can exhale out your mouth as well too. It's not a make or break, but just telling you how I'm breathing. Okay, now I'm on my arch. And I'm going to now let that other leg go straight. If you went straight, I'm okay with that. I just try to differentiate so I can really focus on calf, but now I'm focusing on my hamstring. For some of you, if you need a soft bend, if you really feel it here, then so be it. I'm good with that. But if you can keep it straight, that's good too. I'm still lining my foot up with my right shoulder, right foot, right shoulder. Okay, I'm backing off that stretch so I can bring it over to the opposite shoulder, and then I'm gonna pull. If you're getting sort of too much of that burn down there, back off that stretch or slightly bend that knee. And I say that because I started to get that feeling. All right, now I'm going to take the left side of my towel and turn it so my toe is rotated in, and I'm lining it up to my left shoulder, right foot, left shoulder, and I'm pulling it in. I'm getting this beautiful stretch. Twisted words in the industry of fitness. Beautiful stretch. Yep. Makes no sense. Anyone but me. Okay. Get that foot lined up again. Again, you can back off and then bring it over. 18 inches high off the floor. Or you can pull, and it's really intense here. But again, if you're getting it too much into that groin, then back off. Or slightly bend that knee. Okay, guys, let's take that towel off now and stretch out our piriformis on that side. Put it on the same side. Really good. Right, all in through here. Okay, bring your feet down. Feet are close together. Arms are out. Actually, let's go back to this position of our hands. Keeping our chin in. Keeping our chin lined up with the ceiling. You're going to roll side to side. Window wipers. Side to side. Okay, now take one side. I'm going to go to my left side, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten up the top leg, and I'm just going to let it drop. My leg is slightly bent, and my hands are up here because I'm trying to keep my hands to the floor. I'm looking the other way, opposite way. I'm looking towards the screen. Okay. And we're going on the other side. Same thing. Let it stay there, and then straighten out that top leg and let it drop to the floor. For me personally, I get a nice stretch in my low back and that sacrum, where the sacroiliac joint. So the iliac crest meets sacrum. That's where I feel this particular stretch. And this hand has a heck of a time getting all the way down. I'm definitely tighter on this side. And bringing it back. All right, let's line it up. We're gonna bring both knees into the chest. Now we're gonna go up into the bridge. Why is that? We're gonna stretch out our arms while we're in this bridge. So we're gonna interlock our fingers, and we're gonna tuck our chin in, and we're gonna try to press our hips as high as we can without back pain. If you get back pain, lower it, okay? But we're just taking the pressure off our low back that we've been laying down. And sometimes this, for me, it just feels good after lying here for so long. And as you know, in my class, the foundation class, we do a lot of bridges. And I hope those are getting easier for you as well. Okay, now my arms are still over my head and I just brought my hips down. And so for me, I feel a really nice stretch in those shoulders and in my triceps. And now I'm gonna bring my hands down. Okay, now we're gonna stretch our neck out in this position. But the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna tuck our chin in, okay? It's a little bit more than neutral. So neutral is my ears are lined up with my shoulders. I have a nice space and a small curve in my neck. You can put your hand back there to feel it. So I'm just gonna try to straighten it out a little bit, okay? I call it the double chin. Now I'm gonna take my head, I'm gonna drive it into the mat. And I'm pushing it in as if I'm on one of those Disneyland rides and I'm like holding on for dear life so my head doesn't fall off. And that is, I'm driving my head into the mat. My hand is back here so I can feel those muscles, and now I'm gonna release, okay? Now, for most of you, that should feel really good. For all of you, it should feel really good. And I say for most of you, the rest that didn't feel it, it's just you might have been doing it wrong and I'm not there to help. So let me know, text me or email me if you need help on that one. But that one feels great for most of us. Okay, so we're gonna turn our head to the side, pick your head up, and then just right there, you should feel a nice stretch in that front muscle, in the neck, but also in the back of your neck, okay? If you want to put a little pressure, the pressure is on your cheek. Okay, and I'm going to go the other side. And it may be enough just to turn your head, but if it's not, go ahead and take your hand and push a little bit. All right, now we're going to put our fingers behind our head. We're going to tuck. We're going to lift our head up, and we're going to stretch out the back of our neck one more time in a different way. All right, I'm feeling pretty stretched. I hope you guys are too. I'm feeling like I've done about everything but quads and a little bit more shoulders and a little more piriformis. So we're going to go into that runner's stretch, that runner's position. I like to put a little bit of a pad on my knee. So I'm going to fold this towel up. At this point, some of you could probably do this on the chair, but try to do it on the floor, okay? All right, so we're back on our hands and knees. Put your right knee on the towel, and then bring that left knee forward. What you're gonna do is you're gonna press that hip forward, and I'm gonna interlock my fingers, and I'm gonna put them up over my head. So go ahead and go into that stretch. I'm just going to move my screen so you can see me a little bit better. Right knee, and then my hands are coming over my head, okay? Look straight ahead, keeping your ears lined up with your shoulders. You can interlock your fingers, or you can have your palms facing each other and your shoulders width. And then come forward, let this front leg stretch. I'm gonna keep my toe down on this, but you can absolutely pull your toe up. Somewhat two different stretches, but it's all about the hamstring and that front part of your shin, front part of your lower leg. All right, let's go back into this again. Now we're gonna put our hands here, and I'm rounding my back as I'm pressing forward. Toe is down, I'm gonna straighten that front leg. These all can be done again on the chair, okay? All right, I'm gonna switch. Yeah, I'm gonna switch. Okay, here we go. First time is interlock fingers up over the head. Press those hips forward. Breathe through this stretch, please. Straighten out that front leg. I'm gonna keep the toe down. Okay, this time, fingers are in front, hands are in front of us, and I'm rounding that mid-back. But focus on this hip flexor. And one more time here, straighten out that leg. Okay, we're gonna go child's pose, but this time we're gonna do a little rotation. Remember how we start? I'm gonna start on this side. Back up my. Okay. Yeah, I think you can see that side. Okay, I'm gonna start on the right side. My hands are gonna go there, and remember, this hand goes a little bit more in front. Okay, my butt's up, and I'm gonna sit it down and drag my hand and get a really nice stretch in my armpit, my arm and my shoulder, my head's down. Okay, let's try that again. Hand in front and drag it. All right, let's go the other side. Here and drag. Sit down on your feet. Again. All right, we're gonna go down onto our belly now. And what we're gonna do is a couple things. We're gonna stretch out our low back, and we're gonna stretch out those quads, okay? You're gonna need your towel on this or that strap, and it's gotta be long. And then we'll get up and we're gonna stretch those quads a little bit more. So I'm gonna prep you guys for tomorrow's workout tomorrow, because if you were here with me on Tuesday, and did all those things with weight, your quads were probably pretty sore. Okay, so get that towel behind you and put it on that left foot. So you're gonna lay it on top of that left foot, and you're going to take it with you. Okay, and you're gonna lay down. Now some of you can grab your foot easily, but others you have a hard time. And so what I'm doing is I'm pulling it, taking it with me, okay? And I'm tucking it under my arm, and I'm getting a really nice stretch in my quad. This might take some people a while to get to this, but I just have it hooked up, and I'm holding, and I'll give you some time. If you're not feeling anything, what I want you to do is squeeze your glute and pull that foot towards your butt. Squeeze the glute and press that hip bone to the mat. And there you should feel a really nice stretch in your quads. Okay? All right, now gracefully try to put it on that other foot. Just pull it around, grab it and pull. Ooh, this side's a little bit sore. We've got a few more things before we pop ourselves up and finish the class with some shoulder and forearm stretches. And you all will be on your way for a good walk or to start the rest of your day. Okay, hopefully you guys all got this towel thing down. You got your stretch. I'm gonna release that. Now, we are face down on our bellies. You're gonna suck in the tummy muscles or activate them. Tighten them up, okay? Clear your throat. That helps you feel those tummy muscles. Squeeze the glutes. Hands are in front, and you're doing a press up. Why we tighten up the tummy and the glutes is that it keeps everything in the muscles and it's not in your spine. But we can stretch those back muscles. Okay, now you're gonna tuck your feet in. We're gonna get ourselves up, we're gonna pop ourselves up, and you're gonna walk your hands to your feet to your hands, and you're going to come up. I'm gonna do the rest seated. You can do the rest standing if you like. And roll my shoulders as I wait for everybody to get up. Not that I can see you, I can't see anybody. I just see me. Roll those shoulders. Okay. All right, keep them down, get them back, okay? My hands are now on my chair, okay? They're underneath me. You can sit on them or you can just keep them under the chair, okay? Now I'm just gonna drop my ear to the shoulder. And back to the center and other side. Let's do that one more time, okay? Drop it. Do the ear to shoulder. And back to the center and the other side. Keeping that arm down and kind of pinning it or holding onto something leverages it so you don't have to really strain the neck muscle to bring it down. You just have to go down a little bit and it's a really nice stretch right here. Okay? Okay. Shrug your shoulders, drop them. Okay? Keep them loose. Hold the upper abs tight now, okay? So that this can relax. Hold it tight. And just deep breath in, exhale. Okay, now turn your head to the side, hold the tummy in. And hopefully you feel a little difference or notice a difference of that looseness and blood flow that's in your neck. Okay, roll them again. Grab right arm, left arm, and give it a hug. My palm is up. Back to the other side. Okay, let's bring our hands in front of the screen. Pull those fingers back. Get a nice stretch. Get that elbow. Try to keep it straight. If you can't, just lower it and pull. It's the same thing I just put in front of me so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's go downward now. Okay, both at the same time, and then up and down, up, down. Circle them. All right, guys. Have a great day. We're done. Until tomorrow, come back and we will work out tomorrow. Have a great day.